Yeah.
A bit?
A bit that you thought, hey, I really have I came up with something. That's a real comedian bit.
Oh my God, a real comedian bit. Oh God, I'm so embarrassed. I did some horrible bit about black porn and white porn.
That was a great
I
bit.
remember that
The
bit.
black porn, the girl had
I
a
still think about that
bullet
bit.
wound in her ass,
Yes, those are great stretch marks.
stretch marks.
And they look like when you took a picture of the black girl, you didn't have her permission, like she's looking like this.
But
Ironic.
I do it
Ironic,
like I'm
yes.
better than people, but I'm playing that card, so I'm actually saying I'm not better than them. But I think comedy is about empathy. And do you think that you get away from it? Do you think you lose touch? Because come on, you know,
I don't think it's
we're
about
white.
empathy. I think it's about.
It's totally different with Jerry, I think.
What are you talking about?
You're different
What, I
than
do
us?
something different.
Yeah, I think so.
You do something different, yeah.
Well, that's ridiculous. But
No, I don't think he does.
Why would that be
No, I
ridiculous?
don't think he does. I
No,
think
you're a
because it's
singular comedian. You're different than other comedians.
I disagree. I think he's more everyman than us because I think he looks at things and he takes things that
I don't
everyone
mean-
worries
even
about.
mean that
and
he's not every man.
He's the purest observational comic here. He is the purest
Yes, he
observational
is.
comic out of all of us.
And he does it in a way that nobody would. I can't believe that I live that every day and I never put it just exactly that precise. He's a virtuoso. He plays it like a violin.
oh, that's very sweet. I'm so glad I came.
Did you ever struggle and feel like you weren't good ever, even in the beginning? I mean, I can't
Not
imagine.
too
I
long.
can't imagine that you.
Not too long.
No.
I was pretty lucky. It was a few months. The worst it ever was I was hitting 500. I would have a good show and a bad show, and a good show and a bad show.
And when is that? What stage is that? Is that first starting out?
First starting at 21 years old, yeah.
So you were 21 and you started in New York clubs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And right away, your first show was a good or bad?
Bad.
Bad. You did 5 minutes, or
Right.
and you sucked for 5.
Right.
So what happened in your? I think that's a good question to ask all of you. What happened between your first time and the second time? What made you
Well,
go back?
all I had to do was do it once.
Yeah.
And I didn't. Really, success wasn't my objective. It was just I want to be one of those guys.
Yeah.
If I could be one of those guys, I win everything.
Yep.
Money was not the thing. So once I stepped on there the first time, that's it. I'm now one of these guys.
Right.
I'm just going to keep doing this.
And that was is that because you wanted to hang out with comedians or people
I just
perceive you
wanted-
as being?
You wanted that to be your identity. You wanted to be
Yeah.
one of those people.
Right. Right.
No, that's what I started in Boston, and I felt that there was these comedians. They were like this, like Olympus, this group
Yeah.
of guys.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be one of them, and I
Right.
didn't care if I sucked at it.
That's right. That is a
just wanted to
very
qualify.
successful attitude. You
Yeah.
just want to be one of those guys. What was the first bit that you came up with that you thought, wow, I really got something there?
It was a bit about street signs, and that they should be punctuated, because I would read them differently than other people.
I remember this
Like,
bit. I remember
yeah, I probably
this.
did it opening for you, like drive slow, children, instead of drive slow, children. Or, no, you turn, things like that, and
I had a similar bit. Left turn, okay. Do you remember me doing that?
yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's similar.
So that
Left turn, okay. It's like,
Yeah.
we're not that impressed, but if
Yeah.
you must do it.
Yeah.
I did that, and it killed, and I thought, like, this is something I'm capable of.
Right, right. What about you?
Yeah.
A bit?
A bit that you thought, hey, I really have I came up with something. That's a real comedian bit.
Oh my God, a real comedian bit. Oh God, I'm so embarrassed. I did some horrible bit about black porn and white porn.
That was a great
I
bit.
remember that
The
bit.
black porn, the girl had
I
a
still think about that
bullet
bit.
wound in her ass,
Yes, those are great stretch marks.
stretch marks.
And they look like when you took a picture of the black girl, you didn't have her permission, like she's looking like this. And white porn, they're all airbrushed. And they're
Here's
beautiful.
the thing I love about bits. This is why it is comedian thing is different. Really good bits
Yeah.
go deep into your head and keep coming back. I'm sure I think about that bit honestly
Yeah.
once a month.
oh man.
Because it was the first time, and I apologize for how naive this sounds, that I realized, oh, black people live in a different world than white people.
Yeah.
I didn't really know that till I heard that bit. So their Playboy is different from our Playboy.
Yeah.
And they're not that thrilled with it. So And I didn't know any
Well,
of
that's
that.
the funny bit. That's the funny bit as well, from your perspective, that they're not that thrilled with it. So it's complaining
Your wording
again.
is
Right.
so
You're imposing this Jewishness. And like, they're whining. They're whining about their culture. Oh, we do that.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Exactly.
That would have been a great bit, though, if you did that. Black people's porn
Yeah, exactly,
is
yeah.
different than white porn. And guess what? They're not thrilled with it.
Bound, but down.
Yeah, they're not thrilled with it.
How can we help this poor guy?
Yeah. White porn,
But I
we have
swear,
airbrush.
I do think about that bit.
It's
And
interesting
unfortunately, the porn hasn't gotten much better.
What was your first bit? What was your
Black
first bit
porn
ever?
still kind of sucks.
My first bit that I thought, that's a real bit, was about the tramway between Manhattan and Roosevelt Island, 1976. The city was going bankrupt. I go, oh, that's great. They're putting up rides for us. Next thing, you know the bit?
Yes, I do.
Next thing, I guess they'll be putting up a roller coaster through the ghetto. I couldn't figure
That's
out
right.
what word
Wow,
to use for
I
that.
saw that recently on YouTube.
That is
Really?
so.
And
and
I
it was
remember,
a time trip for me because
Let
you
me
said
finish it.
ghetto.
I go, that'll be the first roller coaster where they scream on the flat part of the ride.
Yeah,
That's right.
I remember that. I remember that.
Right.
Woo!
1976.
Ghetto.
But I didn't know. I say Harlem, maybe that'll be a problem. I don't know what to say. I said ghetto.
That's weird because I caught ghetto as a weird. Why is he saying ghetto?
Well, what could I say? I don't know what to
Ghetto.
say.
You're supposed to say the
Where's the
ghetto.
It's the generic term. Can't offend anyone.
Roller coaster
Right.
to the
Make
ghetto.
it economic. Well, that's it.
It's like-
You made it economic instead of race, didn't you? That's what you're worried about, I
Right,
presume. Yeah.
right.
Yeah, because it could have been the Jewish ghetto in
Well, of
Warsaw.
course. Yeah.
It could have meant
Poor dangerous. He was saying the poor dangerous people.
Yes.
That's what he was saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's right. What was your first bit that you did on?
I know it really well.
I wrote it last week.
No, it was only it was about I suppose 2 years before I became a comedian. I was on the radio, and it was a bit that I developed and always brought up. It was facts on the internet that I thought were spurious, and the animal facts were my favourite. So I go through and I deconstruct the motive, the person that put it on there. Why is this? And is there, elephants have been caught swimming 2 miles out off the coast of England, and I go, caught swimming, like it's illegal. What? What are they doing wrong? And I just, I couldn't believe how easy it was to personify animals. And then I felt guilty. I thought, this is almost cheating, because it's instantly funny. You personify an animal. And I thought, oh. So then I started worried about, it's not just being funny, it's being proud of your stuff and doing things that other people couldn't do. And it started really screwing with me. But just going out there and just being funny, that's another thing. Are we allowed to just go out there and be funny?
What does that mean?
Well, it worries me. I feel that it's cheating just go out there. I think anyone can be funny.
What? What are you talking about?
Because I feel guilty about just being able to make people laugh. So I wanna do it
Oh, you
with
mean
a
in a
hard drive.
social setting?
Please.
No, on stage. I want them to go, that wasn't just luck, he worked on that bit, and I couldn't come up with that. Because I'm also conscious about comedians who go out there and they're anodyne and safe, and they say things we could all think, and
They
it
know
works.
that's-
They don't do very well.
20 minutes
They do.
in.
No,
They
they
fill
After
fucking
20 minutes,
stadiums.
Yeah.
They do well.
No, they
After
don't.
people who don't know comedy.
No, guys
No,
like
no,
that get quickly to a place and then they
Right.
stay there.
We're sort of elitist, and we think that we know what's good and what's allowed. But there are comedians out there that can sell arenas around the country, particularly in Britain, and they go out there and they say, isn't it funny? You take an umbrella out and it doesn't rain, and yet the Times and people are going, yeah, it's
Yeah, but
true.
that's-
But they couldn't be laughing any harder.
That's for a
to the
year,
point where I
though.
want to go, I'm not going on.
Yeah, but
because they
that's-
can't laugh anymore. At that.
Yeah, but there's also a level above that because, like, when you follow guys like that who get right to the easiest possible laugh and they get a huge laugh, you can still, when you go on stage, you can feel the people go, yeah, but this is now
Yeah,
something.
and how many
This is now something a lot
unfunny
better.
comedians? Anybody can get hot, have a hot year, play this big place, that big place. Who the hell has ever sustained a career not being funny? Nobody.
Yeah, you can't. Not being really, truly.
This is when I finished the
Is this-
sitcom.